Hey guys, welcome. Been a minute. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. So the first thing I want to do is go over GBP JPY, right? I want to go over the entry. I want to go over the reasons why I took this trade. So we'll start off in the daily time frame, right? The simplest thing is understanding that this month we're looking for a new month high, right? So we are expecting price, right, to go up and give us a new high. Not only that, we're looking at market structure, right? We have higher high, higher low, higher high, which then gave us the pullback into the higher low, which got into our daily zone, which is our gray box, right? Look how many times price rejected to break below these lows, right? So then let's go to these 30-minute time frames. Let's go to the 30-minute. We can see, okay, not only did we get the daily low, right, we also got a 4-hour low, and then obviously our 30-minute whenever we have new lower lows, lower high, lower low, lower high, change of character, right? Higher high, higher low, and we were trading with in between these 30-minute zones, right? So now when we go into the entry, which was taken in the 5-minute time frame, again, what are we looking for? We're looking for price to anchor. Once we're looking for price to anchor, we're also looking for price to give us an engulfing candle with the retest, right? And that's exactly what we got. To start the day, price came down, it anchored in the lower time frame, low, lower high, lower low, change of character, higher high, gave us a wick right onto our zone, right? Once we saw that price anchored, went away, higher high, higher low. When it was going up to make a higher high, we got a 1, 2, 3 green candle, right? Green engulfing candle. The next two candles, this red and this green, went into our zone, gave us our retest, and this was our position. As soon as price came back into a retest, stop loss below the zone at 11 pips, right? Trading GJ, understanding 11 pips on GJ is not a lot, right? So then where's our TP, right? So our TP number one, let's talk about where our TP number one for the day was, right? TP number one was at 131 pips, right? So I'm just going to mark it like this so you guys can see exactly what I'm looking at. Right, so we're going to draw a line. So TP number one for the day was hit straight away with an engulfing green candle, right? I let this trade go once I saw that we were already in profit, right? This was like literally 10 minutes. I was like, all right, cool. I'm letting my stop loss into break even, and we're letting it go, right? Because again, I'm understanding that we're at the middle of the month. We already set a new month low. We set a new weekly low. So if price just continues to go down today, I understand that we're not going to get a new high for the month, right? Which is up here at 188.338, right? But the fact that now price went up, if I was up and I would have seen this wick, obviously this is a crazy wick at 1 in the morning. So if you got in this trade anywhere up here, understand that you got in late. But why were you late, right? Let's talk about what's the other entry you could have taken. After a 30-minute break, which happened here, you're looking for a 30-minute retest, right? Obviously, you're not going to get a simple retest when you have an imbalance candle. This is called the imbalance candle, right? So where would the entry number two would have been? It would have been right here, right? I would have been looking at anywhere in this zone for another entry. Why? Because this is the start of the imbalance candle. Notice how at 1:30, when that news hit, it spiked down, went into where we would have been looking for another retest, right? So now that we know we're looking for another retest, right, let's go down to a lower time frame. Would we have had an opportunity to enter this trade again, and why? So again, I'm looking for this in the 1-minute time frame. What am I looking in the 1-minute time frame? The same thing I was looking in the 5-minute, same thing I was looking for in the 30, 15-minute time frame, which is an engulfing green candle, right? I'm looking for red, red, green engulfing candle. Anywhere here do we see that? So I see a red, red, green engulfing here, but let me turn this off here, right? This red, red, green engulfing, you could tell that the green doesn't have a top wick, so this isn't a valid zone for me. So let's keep on going. Do we have anywhere else? We have an engulfing candle. Obviously, you want to see that red, red, green at the lower lows, right? Or at the higher lows. So red, red, green. We have anywhere here, red, red, green. Right here, yes, but it doesn't have a bottom wick. Then red, red, green, perfect. So let's draw another box here. And let's see, would we have gotten another entry? Would it have been a valid entry? Right, it would have been. Right now, the only thing would have been this wick. Would this wick take us out of this trade at 12 pips? Right, it would have been the only thing. Where would we have put our stop loss here? Right, understanding that in this zone, we're looking at higher high, higher low, right, higher high. So I know that my stop loss should be down here. Let me put this position. So let's say we would have taken this trade here, right? This stop loss should have been down here somewhere, right? Below this zone. So would our stop loss would have been hit? No, right? I don't know spreads at this time. If spreads were crazy, then we probably would have been hit out. But if you have your stop loss in the right zone, you would have never been hit, right? To go straight into profit again. So those were the entries on GJ. So now what am I gonna do here with the rest of that TP until it goes up to the top? Right, I already closed 80% of my trade. Right, this was a 300 pip trade that I just took. That's crazy to think about. Good morning, Mohammed. How you doing, my brother? Right, so I already closed 80% of my position. So what am I gonna do now? I'm just gonna hold. Right, I'm gonna hold for the rest of the day. I'm gonna hold for the rest of the week. I'm gonna hold this trade for the rest of the month unless I see a change of character BOS. At this point, right, my stop loss is already in profit at 100 pips. So it is what it is, right? But I understand that we still have another week and a half left of this month that we might get another third month high. So I'm still missing 440 pips for GJ to continue to pay me out for this month. So again, guys, understanding market structure, understanding overall market direction is key in trading, right? If you don't understand that, that's the first thing you have to start looking into, right? Is how do we know where price is going, right? How do we know what are we looking for and what are the key elements to that, right? And how can we get those pinpoint entries, right? Because that's the key thing in trading. It's how do we get the best entry possible? And I've always said this, right? I don't like getting in trades in a continuation. I'll get into it and it's cool to get into those. But again, if you go look at my stat records, if you go look at my Instagram page, if you go look at my Twitter, if you go look at the screenshots, if you go look at our Discord, if you go look at our live streams, right? If you go back into the first live streams that I've done on this channel, you'll see every entry I get is always at the bottoms getting these type of trades, right? Some people call this swing trading. I'm a day trader. I just understand market structure. If I could get 20-30 pips, I'll get 20-30 pips. But then when I know I could get fucking all the pips in the world, I'm gonna get all the pips in the world. It's just how the game is, right? But understanding these moves don't happen every single day. You're not gonna get these entries every single day, right? But since I understand what my entry criterias are, I could wait for that. I could wait for this. How long did it take for this? Like, just think about it. Look at how many trades just in this week, right? These are live trades. I start taking trades on stream and I leave it on the chart, right? So I used to just delete everything and just start fresh again the next day, like, you know what? But now that I'm doing this live on stream, I want to be able to have you guys keep track of all these trades and understanding that I'm not getting 20 pips, right? We could be getting that. We are getting those on some days, especially on pairs that don't give out the amount of pips that GJ gives, right? GJ gives 207 pips in a day, 131 if you want to be safe with a safe take profit, right? So doing well. How about you? How you feeling now? I'm feeling better, man. Like I said, like for some reason it's so weird, right? Like it's just every morning, right? As soon as I wake up in the morning, I feel horrible. I have to go to the bathroom. I feel nauseous. Like it's just literally like symptoms of being pregnant is what I feel in the morning for the first 2 hours, 3 hours of my day. So like yesterday, for example, I woke up at 5 in the morning and I was like, oh, okay, like I kind of started feeling better around 8 in the morning. So I was like, all right, I'm waking up at 4 in the morning today so I could have some time to turn the stream on and explain my entries and all that. So that's what I did today. So I woke up a little bit earlier than I wanted to, but it is what it is. But today's definitely been the hardest day. I've been in fucking, like, I just had cramps. It's not like pain. Is the good thing is like, is not like, it's not like a stabbing pain. It's nothing like that. It's just like a cramp. I start cramping up, and I don't know why. Um, I mean, obviously, like, I know why cramps happen, right? Dehydration. I've been on the toilet fucking for 12 days now. You know, TMI on a stream, but just so you guys can see what I'm going through. So, I'm definitely, like, all I've been drinking is water all day. Like, I have a gallon of water with me, and I'm drinking that shit all day. Sometimes I drink it. Sometimes I drink a gallon before 12, like in the evening. So, you know, the good thing is too, like, I can eat and I don't get stomach pain. Like, it's literally only in the morning. But the problem is that if I eat something that I know I'm not supposed to be eating, if I eat something that's gonna be very heavy, I'm gonna feel it in the morning. So, like, what I've been eating for the last 12 days has been like white rice, plantains, salad. Obviously, I need to eat my greens, my smoothies. So, like, I've been eating good food, but like, I haven't been eating anything high in fiber, as much fiber. Like, I haven't been eating beans. Obviously, like, the vegetables and the smoothies in the mornings have the fibers and shit, but it's not too much because I'm not drinking it every day either. But it doesn't help my case. But I do need a. The good thing is that I am eating and I am putting the nutrition in my body that I need. The bad thing is that I'm just spewing it all out. I know, again, too much information. I don't want to be too graphic, but it is what it is. So let's take a look at USD CAD. So USD CAD, there's two things I'm looking at, right? So the main thing is this, right? Did we have a change of character? Yes, we had the change of character here. Did we have a BOS? No, the BOS would have been up here. So, okay, we could look for a change of character. Could we look for an entry on a change of character? Absolutely. Right, but our confirmations for a change of character retest need to be spot on. I need to have more confluence on an. What do I mean by this is the aggressive entry, right? If I want to get an aggressive entry, what does that aggressive entry need to have? That aggressive entry needs to it needs to at least have some sort of confluence, right? It can't just be, oh, this is an aggressive entry, I'm getting in here, right? Like, I can't say, oh, I'm getting in here because it is a 50% retracement of the Fibonacci, right? Because ultimately, again, I don't want to disrespect nobody, and I don't want to disrespect nobody's trading rules, but if you're only using a fib to trade, you're gonna lose 9 out of 10 times, right? It's just not ideal. It doesn't, for the most part, right? There's some fib levels that make sense that like, it's not a, hey, this is where you're getting in. This is a point of interest. Let's look for the confluences we need. So, like, for example, we're here at the 50% retracement, but we want to see price go up. So what's going to be my first confluence is going to be in a lower time frame when I see a change of character and a BOS making higher highs and higher lows, right? So that's the number one thing. But then again, just looking at how price is reacting, the fact that we have a 1 2 3 red candlestick engulfing, and they all have bottom wicks and top wicks, even this red candle, we just have to wait for it to close. So can this continue to go down? Absolutely. Right, at one point we're looking at this and we're like, okay, maybe this is going to be a flag post pattern. Maybe this is going to be, where price, it gives us this imbalance. It trends between 23.6 and 38.2, and this is where we're going to see price continue to go up. And that wasn't the case, right? And I knew that wasn't going to be the case because we have this retest zone, this change of character. So the next thing was like, okay, maybe we'll get a 50% retracement, which would make a lot more sense. But you can see now price is just melting down. So what's our next point of interest? My next point of interest is now, okay, understanding that 46 pips is STP, we already did 24. So if we were to do 46 pips, that would mean we'd have to go all the way back to the low of the 30-minute zone. Do I see this going back down to the 30-minute 4-hour zone? Absolutely. Why? Because just look at the fib levels, right? A 78.6. A 78.6 retracement, that's a nice pullback for this to just continue to go up all the way to the top side, right? So again, it's not that fibs are wrong, it's just understanding that fib levels aren't, oh, I'm getting in, right? They're not meant to be used as a, hey, I'm getting in as soon as price gets to this point. No, they're just, it gives you a point of interest. It gives you a little bit more confluence, and it gives you a little bit more clarity, right? Like, why is price moving the way it's moving? Again, maybe because it wants to reach a 78.6 retracement, right? But nonetheless, again, USD CAD for me, I'm following it as well with US30, right? If US30 goes up, USD CAD goes down. and vice versa. So, at this point, am I expecting US30 to continue going up? No, I'm not. But if it does continue to go up, then it is what it is. We know what's gonna happen, right? And again, we're following structure, right? We created a double bottom, and price has just been consolidating in this range for how long, right? So I'm not getting in. This is, again, we're gonna mark this the same way we marked this 2 weeks ago, right? Again, all these trades that you see on US30, all of these are live trades taken. I have not deleted my charts. Again, I said this the last time. I'm not deleting my charts anymore in the sense of like cleaning it up. I'm keeping this all on screen so you guys can see what, the progress of the years and all that. So what happened on this week, on the first week of December, right? We were consolidating. So what are we looking for? We're either looking for shorts at the top of the zone, or we're looking for buys at the bottom of the zone, right? So it's the same thing that we're looking for now. At the top of the zone, what are we looking for? We're looking for sells at the top of the zone unless we get a BOS retest. And at the bottom of the zone, we're looking for buys, right? But here in the middle, what are we looking for? Nothing. We only have two buttons here in trading. We have buy or sell. We don't have buy and sell, right? We don't have that option. So what are we looking for down here? That's number one. What are we looking for down here? We're looking to get trapped into a trade. I'm definitely not looking for that. So for me, this is considered no trading. This is a no trade zone. No trade zone. From here to here. Until what? I either want to get a change of character, right, to then continue going down, or I want to see price down here, do the same thing, just going for the uptrend, right? Or I want to see price break retest to continue to go up, or break retest to continue the push to go down. Right? This is the blueprint right here for US30 always. Whether you want to see this in in an external view with numerous days, or you just want to put this in our 15-minute zone. It's pretty much the same thing every single time on US30. What's good, Kirill? Welcome to the stream, my brother. Appreciate you being in here, guys. If I stay quiet for a few minutes, well, I'll say it. I'll probably have to mute. But like, if I start feeling bad, because like again, like I haven't really been eating too much. If I start feeling like fatigued and shit, like right now I have cotton mouth and I've only been talking for 10 minutes. Yeah, it's just crazy. So I'm freezing too. Like my hands are cold as shit. But yo, it's been a minute. I didn't want to just not turn the stream on. It is what it is. You know what I mean? The good thing as traders, something I'm blessed with. I've always suffered with stomach problems, so it's nothing new. But if you go to school, you have to suffer through that. Like you can't just miss. I've been dealing with this for 2 weeks now, right? It's literally since what day was it? I don't even fucking remember. It's Friday, right? So like, the good thing as a trader is like, yo, if I really feel bad, I could just stay in bed and I'm chilling, right? Opposed to like if I were working, I can't call out for 12 days. I'd get fired. I'd have to go to work feeling like shit. Like what I did in high school, because again, this is how I felt in high school. We're talking about 4 years ago already, right? All of my 4 years in high school, I felt like this every single day, bro. Yo, and the fact that I had to go to school and it was like, yo, the doctors were like, no, bro, you have nothing wrong with you. They were trying to fucking make me sound like I was crazy and shit. Anyway, focus on your health. It's alright if you don't talk on stream. Yeah, man, I'm good though. I'll let you guys know if anything. If it gets like really bad, then obviously I'll turn the stream off. But wanted to keep you guys updated here on the YouTube world. And I hadn't even tweeted out that I was live. I only put it in the Discord. I should tweet it out though. Dude, come on. But hope you guys are doing well, man. For the people who are in here who are new, we are doing a $10,000, sorry, $10,000 profit firm giveaway on our Discord channel. All you gotta do is literally join our Discord channel. Link is gonna be in the chat now. I'll put it in now. Give me 1 second. All you guys gotta do to join the giveaway, join the Discord, like the stream, subscribe. Doctors are hard to trust nowadays, not gonna lie. Yeah, man, it's been like that for a few years now. I've said it. I got in a little debate with my mom, like, yo, I don't want to go to the fucking doctor. They're not gonna tell me anything. Like, um, yeah, 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 the Vice one. That's the main. That's the Discord we're using, for everything now. Um, so yeah, I was just telling my mom, like, bro, I've been dealing with this for years, right? Like, I haven't felt this in a few years, after I changed my diet and everything. I'm not gonna get into details. Already in it, perfect. Um, but after numerous years, bro, we're talking about, man, I've had problems since I was 2, 3 years old, and pretty much all of my teenage years, I was in and out of hospitals, in and out of doctors' offices, in and out of gastros, and nothing, bro. Every doctor's like, nothing, you're good. And like, I get it, bro. Like, if you're a fucking doctor, you just learn what you learn in a fucking book. Like, you're looking at your blood levels, you're looking at everything that what could be wrong when from the outside, from a book perspective. If you don't see nothing wrong with a patient from the outside, that's all you know. So like, the thing that sucks is like, yo, I don't need a doctor that went to school for 8 years and only knows what the book tells them. I need a fucking specialist who understands the body, right? It's like a trader. Like, I don't want to learn trading from somebody who doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. I don't want to do that. Again, that's just, it doesn't make sense. I need a doctor who really understands what he's doing. And I'll give you an example, right? And this is why I don't trust doctors. I don't give a fuck about doctors. I don't care how long you went to school for. That shit is a fucking scam. Number one, in I was 14, I cut my finger off riding dirt bikes, like completely off with the chain to the bone. The first hospital I went to, the fucking animal of the doctor that I went to just sewed the fucking finger on. Didn't do no internal fixing of the bones, bro, nothing. 2 weeks pass, I go to my general doctor. He's like, bro, whoever did this is a fucking animal. Again, we're talking about the United States. We're not talking about, I don't want to disrespect, but we're talking about the United States, where we're supposed to be the best of the best, and you need to have a whole bunch of things. Yo, I went to a fucking hospital, a prestigious hospital, and a fucking animal just sewed my finger back on. So again, that just goes to backtrack to what I'm saying now, right? I had to find a specialist who understands how to fit the fact that I still have my finger. You guys need to understand something. The fact that I have my finger still is crazy. Because the fucking guy who did the surgery, not only is he a doctor, but he's a good fucking doctor. He really understands what he's doing. He didn't just read paragraph 2 of the fucking doctor's book. No, like, he fucking took the time to understand the human body to fix the fucking issue. He cured what I had. Not like these fucking doctors now. They just want to treat you like, oh, you have a little bit of stomach pain. Oh, just here, take an ibuprofen. It should go away. Like, doctor, that's not what the fuck's wrong with me. Like, what are you talking about? And it's expensive, like you said, in the states, especially in the states. So, again, the issues that I've been having is nothing new, but it's something that I haven't felt in a few years. So it's new for me now, right? So it's like, I dealt with the issue a few years ago. I figured out, okay, this is what I need to do to not have this, to not have this hurting. Um, but then now it's like, okay, it's going back to how it used to be before. What's wrong with me now? Most of them just want the money. They don't care about you. Yeah, absolutely. And and it stems with the parents too, right? It stems with, why are you a doctor? Are you a doctor because you want to be a doctor, or are you a doctor because your mom and your parents, right? Your parents need the money, and you're like, fuck it, I'll be a doctor for you guys. I'll be a lawyer for you guys. That's another issue. It's like, mostly doctors are literally just doctors because they were forced to be doctors. So they go through the schooling, like I said, they go through the schooling, they use AI, they pass their tests, they do this shit for 8 years, and then they're doctors. And then, when they go and they do exams on you, it's like, they don't fucking know shit. They gotta look shit up, like, yo, fuck out of here. Again, it's like a trader. Like, if I'm learning trading from somebody, if I ask you a question and you don't fucking know how to answer the question, and you're stuttering and you don't know how to answer the question, and you're trying to get away from the fucking question, like, that's how I know you're not a real trader, right? It's like, all right, bro, like, you might be able to get your feet wet in the market, but I'm definitely not gonna learn from you. So no, thank you. And again, that's why I don't go to the doctors, because I haven't found a doctor that's good. Every doctor I go to is the same thing. Every doctor. Think about it. I had blood drawn, and I had to, again, too much information. I'm sorry, but just to give you guys the information, I had stool sample done and blood drawn on the 12th. It's the 19th. I still don't have those fucking results back. So if I have a bacteria, if I have a parasite, I've had the parasite for 13 days already. I've been like this for 13 days. It's about to be 2 weeks. And every morning I'm in fucking pain every morning. This shit's crazy. Like, but it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a believer that things happen for a reason, right? All I'm saying, guys, if I die because of something from my stomach, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. I swear to God. I say this wholeheartedly. If I die from some, yo, you died because of something in your stomach, dude, I'm gonna be fucking furious. I'm just letting you guys know. I passed out here malnutrition. Why? Oh, he had diarrhea for fucking 14 days. Nobody wanted to help him. Fucking doctors ain't do shit. Yo, like, I called the doctor's office yesterday. Yo, guys, I've been like this for 2 weeks. They put my doctor's appointment for the 26th, so I still have to wait a whole other week to see the doctor again. This shit is like, yo, it's like I'd rather die, because that's like the only way you get to see a doctor here in the States. You have to literally be dead for you to be like, oh, we'll see you now. And they'll still be trying to talk to you while you're dead on the table. Or, do we have consent to touch you? Do we have your consent? Can you hear us, sir? I'm fucking like halfway dead. Like, I'm already in heaven, already in God's arms, just fucking dead, and they're still trying to talk to me. Like, instead of fucking trying to help. Yeah, but it is what it is, man. That's why, like, people are gonna praise. Oh, you gotta be healthy, blah blah blah. Like, yo, you gotta be healthy because you can't trust nobody with your body except for you. Doesn't matter where you live. If you're in a mindset where you're like, oh, it's okay, we got doctors and medicine, like, yo, good fucking luck if you think that's how you're gonna live out here. If you think you're gonna live that long with that mindset out here. And maybe I'm talking too much on a YouTube stream, but we should get back to trading, guys. But anyway, US30, yeah, we're still waiting. So USD CAD, the new 30-minute candle open, right? We can see price went down, right? Went below the fib level that we were seeing. It went down below our retest of the change of character, right? Does this mean price is going to continue to go down? No, right? Could price continue? Could price turn around here, right? Let's look at our possibilities. So the number one thing I want to highlight, right, is what are we looking at, right? Let's go to the 30 minute because it looks a little bit easier to draw, right? What do we have in the 30-minute time frame? We have a type 1 pattern that looks like it wants to be formed, right? Why do I say a type 1 pattern? Because right now we see that we had a zone consolidation, right, where price was just choppy, right? Price was consolidating, boom, broke out. So what is this that I'm looking for, right? Let's draw it out right here next to the screen, right? If we're looking for price, if we're looking for a type 1 pattern to go up, right, we're looking for price to break, right, give us a double bottom, and then give us a push 1, 2, and 3, right, to continue go up. Is this something that we can see here, right? Price consolidates, breaks, right? Could we see this happening? Could be a possibility, right? So what am I looking for? I'm just looking for a change of character. So we'll go down to a lower time frame, right? And I'm looking for the same thing. What is it? I'm looking for red, red, green. So anywhere down here, do we have a red, red, green? In the 30-minute time frame? No. 15-minute time frame? No. 5-minute time frame. Right, in the 5-minute time frame, we had a red, red, green here. It was already used, right? But let's see. I just want to see where in the same spot. So let's do this. I'll have a red, red here. Again, this isn't a strong red, red, green because it was already used before. It was used here. But look how price is reacting, right? As soon as it retested it, it started going up, already up 10 pips, right? So we know we have a red, red, green here on the left side on the 5-minute. Here in the 1-minute, and we don't have anything here clean for right now. And here in the 1-minute, again, I just want to see a change of character, right? We had lower lows, lower highs the entire time, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So we know now that we're trading between this high and this low, right? Do we have anywhere down here change of character? No. An engulfing candle? No, nothing. So right now it's just still a waiting game, right? For me, USD CAD, still no valid entry until I see another engulfing candle. Again, why isn't this one a valid one? is because it was already used up beforehand, right? So it could still be used as a support. It still could be. But the confirmation that it is being used as a support is if we see another engulfing candle or a change of character happen in a lower time frame. So USD CAD is USD CAD is by far the best one to look for today. And then not only that, right, guys, we have a day of rise, right? Why wasn't I too aggressive with this entry on a second? What would be considered a second day of rise today is because a second day of rise doesn't have to be given today, right? It's just as simple as that, guys. Simple as that. So because this isn't a guaranteed day where price is gonna go up, I'm gonna wait for that confirmation, right? And then tomorrow when we get a 372, right, what I was saying in the Discord, tomorrow when we get to 372, we'll capitalize on that trade as well. So again, we just gotta wait for the confirmation, guys. Give me 1 second. Let me tweet out the stream link. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, any pairs you guys want me to go over in specific, let me know. We'll take a look here. So AU, again, we're still at the top of the zone. We have another 30-minute break up here, so we know that we're trading between the new high that's being set and the low that we already have. Right at this point, we're just waiting for the confirmation, waiting to see this price want to continue the push up. Is it just retesting this high again? Is it gonna retest the high the same way it did yesterday and go down? Right, these are a whole bunch of possibilities that could happen. Right, so AU is still a waiting game. EuroCAD, again, still the same, pretty much the same as USD CAD, in the sense of, okay, yeah, we have 2 days of rise, right? The fact that we already started to push, the fact that right now price is just kind of sitting here at the top and has been sitting here since 2 in the morning. Could price go back down? Yes. Could price give us that second day of rise and reach the 800 EMA and give us a 372 by tomorrow? Absolutely. Right, but again, it's just more about let's find the best entry, right, and the reasons why. Right, if price, let's just think about this in 2 ways, right? We understand that our target for EuroCAD is 800 EMA here at 80 pips, right? I would rather wait for a solid confirmation, which is going to be a pullback after a high is set, right? Understanding that if today finishes on a rise and it gives us a pullback, right? Like let's say the day finishes something like this, right? Like let's say this is the end of the day, right? And it's 3 p.m. and we start seeing price give us a pullback, right? We know that we could get an entry down here somewhere for tomorrow, which would be for Wednesday, to go back up. TP number 1 is going to be the high of the day for 372. TP number 2 is going to be the 800 EMA. Right, that's pretty much what I'm looking for on EuroCAD and what I'm looking for on USD CAD. You said EU, or EU is next anyway. So EU is the same thing as EuroCAD, pretty much, right? You can see price was consolidating, right, from yesterday. Price moved a little bit. It didn't even do STP yesterday, right? But it did go up beautiful into our 30-minute zone. Was consolidating, right? And you know what would be like today's entry? The easiest entry for today would have just been a simple break retest to continue the push to go up. But at this point, Euro USD, we're already late to the party, right? Euro USD, just looking at it like this, just look at it, right? We have a 1-2 green engulfing candle. This would have been the entry down here. So we're late to this entry, but this entry was given at 1 in the morning. But we're super late to this, right? An entry anywhere, again, Euro USD is looking like it's setting up for what? A 372. So if we miss today's entry, which we did, right? Again, today's entry, pretty much today's entry for a lot of these pairs look identical to GJ. If you didn't catch the trade during Asia session in the morning, like not in the morning, in the start of the session, in the start of the trading session at 5, 6, 7 p.m., you pretty much missed the move for the day. So you just wait for the continuation. So like for example, GJ, if you didn't catch this entry down here, or let me move this so people understand what it is that we caught, right? Let's not get disrespected out here, right? If you missed this entry on GJ down here, then what you're looking for is a pullback, right? What you're looking for now is you're waiting for GJ to give you a small pullback to get in somewhere here to then go back up and continue the push to the top side, right? So this is what I was saying earlier, like for yeah, and again that breakdown kind of goes for for Euro USD, Euro CAD, and USD CAD as well, right? Since the entry at the bottom was missed, we just have to wait for the confirmation that today's second day of rise. Like we already know GJ for sure is 2 days of rise, right? So what's our next confirmation for GJ is, okay, at the end of the day, did we get a pullback or did we stay here at the high of the day, right? So did price give us a pullback or did price just stay up here? If price stayed up here, then 9 out of 10, right, there's a 90% chance that we don't have an entry. But if price gave us a pullback, there's a 90% chance that we do have an entry, right? Same for Euro USD. If Euro USD gives us a pullback by the end of the day and finishes above the high, if it finishes above here and it finishes here, then we know we can get an entry down here to continue the push up. But if price finishes up here, is the same thing. There's a 90% chance that we won't be able to get an entry. Or a clean entry, you could say. And then you said in GU, I think GU is pretty much the same thing. A little bit different, right? We could see we had a rise, 3 days of rise gave us a rise drop, and it didn't give us that 4th day variation. It gave us 2 days of drop. And then here on the 3rd day, you could see price didn't give us a new low, obviously, because it's a counter drop. And then price just pretty much trembled away. And where the entry for this would have been, it would have been, you had this low, this high, this lower low, this lower high, right? Understanding that, yeah, you're trading between here and here, but internal structure, you're looking for a break and retest of this zone. So an entry here, which again was given at 1, 2 in the morning, just like every other pair, you're pretty much late to the party. Plus, STP is 64, we already did 92. So regardless, GU for the day is already done. And then let's go back to the top. I don't want to confuse myself. So AU still at the top, Euro CAD still nothing. So Euro CAD we're gonna turn off, right? We said we're gonna turn that off for tomorrow. Euro USD we're gonna turn it off for tomorrow as well. US30 bendición. US30 USD CAD. Let's see. So US30 again, we're in the no trade zone. We're at the top of our zone. So understanding that again, now we're at the top of our 30-minute zone, right? Let's mark this with our actual boxes, right? So we had this break which gave us this low and this high, right? External. So we have this high up here, which is the last green candle before the push down. Right, and we have the last green candle. I don't want to use any of these candles. I'll use this one here. Again, and the reason why I'm using this one here instead of these is because this is where we have higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and this is where price started consolidating. Right, it didn't start down here, it started here. Right, so understanding that we're getting to the top of our 30-minute zone. Okay. Again, let's put it in perspective. We know that US30 and USD CAD, the correlation between them are different, right? So if USD CAD, if I know that on USD CAD I'm looking for price to go up, that means that for US30 I'm looking for price to go down. So this 30-minute zone, this high of the day that we're currently getting close to, very interesting. I'm very interested to get in on a trade up here. But what am I looking for? Again, up here at the top of the zone, not here in the middle, not here at the bottom, not here, here. This is where I want to look for an entry. Here or here, not here. Right? With that being said, once price gets to the top of our 30-minute zone, if we get that internal change of character, understand that's our zone to get in. That's our zone to get in. right? So let's start breaking this down. So what am I looking for? So again, the main thing, which is what we're looking for, is do we have an engulfing candle? Do we have an engulfing candle anywhere in here? Right? We can see at one point we had a lot of red, red, green engulfing, red, red, green engulfing, right? We don't have anything else here. We don't have any green, green, reds. We don't have anything that really tells us, hey, price is gonna slow down, or hey, price is gonna go down. Nothing like that. So let's keep going from the top to the bottom, right? So we have a red, red, green. The green doesn't have a bottom wick. Then we have a green, green, red. Green doesn't have a bottom wick. And then we have red, red, nothing. 4 hour, cool. 1 hour, do we have anything? Green, green, no. Red, red, green, yes, but it's in the middle of the zone. Red, red, green, but no bottom wick or top wicks. Red, red, green here, right? But this green, it did close above, but it's a very close, so I wouldn't even call that one. And I'm looking for a green, green, red up here at this point. Nothing. The 5 minute, nothing. So again, what am I looking for? Something simple. All right, first thing is, let's look at structure, right? We have lower low, lower high, lower low, change of character, higher high, higher low, BOS, higher high, where price is consolidated. So if you're looking for price to go up, again, your entry was at 3 in the morning, right? Your entry was anywhere here. So if your first entry was at 2200, that's 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, right? You had an entry at 10, you had an entry at 1 a.m., or I'm sorry, 12 a.m. You had another entry at 1 a.m. and you had another opportunity at 3 in the morning, right? Again, because you had a change of character, BOS, retest to continue to push to the top. So now here at the top side, right? Again, there's understanding higher high, higher high, price consolidated, higher low, higher low, higher high. So now in the 1 minute, right? In the 1 minute is where I want to start seeing price give me that change of character. So we had a higher high, higher low. Look how price here is trapping traders. Higher high, higher low. High gave you a change of character, lower low. So if you thought that this was going to be a retest, right? Then notice how price. Let's start marking what we see in the 1 minute, right? So 1 minute time frame, we see a 1 minute gap. So we know that we have a 1 minute gap down here, right? Why gap's important? Because we know price is going to go and fill them up, right? We have another 1 minute gap down here, right? We have another 1 minute gap down here, right? So okay, we can see is price slowing down? Is it wanting to turn around? Does it want to turn around? That's the question. Does it want to turn around? Right? For the last 2 weeks, we've had, well, for the last week, pretty much, we've had all 4 hour candles have been green, and every day price has been going up. So it has been following the trend. So is today going to be a little bit different? Is it going to disrespect that 4 hour candle? How that 4 hour candle opened, I don't know. Right? Again, the confirmation for me here is going to be an engulfing candle or a change of character. So US30, we're going to keep this one here. Let me open up another tab so we could go down the list. Right? We're getting close to, I want to check Forex Factor. Right? We have news at 8:30 and that's pretty much it. 8:30 and then 9:30 we have medium impact news. But 8:30 is the one that's gonna hit. So we have 30 minutes left for pretty much that candle to hit. So let's start focusing on what pairs can we continue to look at. So AU we could turn off, right? So we know we're left with these four. So Bitcoin we could turn off definitely because I'm not gonna trade that. Gold is in the middle of the zone. I would love to trade gold, but I just don't like where we're at. I would love to see a pullback, but it is what it is. And then USD CAD we know in US30. So USD CAD and US30 are going to be the ones that we want to keep an eye on. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for an engulfing green candle, right? Red, red, green, or I'm looking for a change of character and the BOS. So at this point, we know we have lower low, lower high, lower low. Right? You want to see a break of this high, or you want to see that engulfing candle. So we don't have any red, red, greens here for now. Ugh. these things you do with me all the time you're flying around. Fucking an argument, fucking a game. Can you do a quick? My bad, I can't see the chat from here. Can you do a quick explanation of a 372? No idea what it is. It's a third day of rise. All right, we'll go into it more in the Discord. Right, I'm not gonna give a full breakdown on the YouTube, but it's pretty much the third day. Right, whenever you see that we have a third day of third day rise, third week, third month, right? That's what a 372 is. Right, obviously a 372 wouldn't happen on a 4-hour daily time frame, but you know, whenever you see, oh, we're getting a new high this month or a new high the week, right? So pretty much like the trade that you saw for GJ, right? Obviously it wouldn't be called a 372 in the daily time frame, but in the daily time frame we have a new month high that needs to be made. So that's the reason for me holding that GJ trade. Again, we'll go through it again here one more time. Right? The reason that I want to hold this GJ trade to the top side, right, is because I'm looking for that new month high. Right? Regardless, I understand that internal structure, right? What's going on right now, we might get a pullback. And my confirmation for that is going to be in the internal structure when I get that 1 minute change of character in BOS, which we got already, right? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. We have a double top, right? Lower high, change of character, BOS, right? This was the BOS, and then the retest for that BOS was here. Right? So did we get the BOS and did we get the retest? Absolutely. Right? So again, you know, it's under again what I had drawn out here, right? We're either gonna get consolidation here at the top of the second day, or we're gonna get a pullback. If we get this pullback, if we understand we're getting another entry, right? But again, GJ is a little bit different, right? Because GJ now we're at the 800 EMA. Yes, we broke above it, so could this be okay? We're gonna use the 800 as a break and retest to continue the push to go up. It can, but I also have a lot of respect to the 800 EMA. I understand that the 800 EMA could be used as a trampoline, right? It's gonna fake traders out to make them believe that price is gonna now respect the 800 EMA from the top side, right? And people are gonna think that this is just gonna bounce off the 800 to continue to go up. But I have a lot, again, like I said, I have a lot of respect for the 800 EMA. This could easily go back down to the bottom. Easily go back down to the bottom. Right? So then the question is, oh, if it goes back down to the bottom, you're gonna lose a lot of pips. Yeah, absolutely. But again, GJ is such a big pair again that to the point that I already secured 80% of 300 pips. Number one, right? Number two, my stop loss at this point is already at 100 pips. So again, like even if this does go back down, and let's say it hits my stop loss at 100 pips, like I won't even let it go down to 100 pips. I'll probably still cash out somewhere around here at 177, closer to 200 pips, because I'm not expecting GJ to go lower than here. I'm not expecting GJ to go lower than here. So we'll see. It's pretty much just like a waiting game at this point. You know what I mean? So US30 is at the top of the 30-minute zone, right? So let's see how this reacts. Is this a spot? Is this a good spot to get in for sells? Right? Let's talk about that. It can and it can't be. Right? Now you're like, "Oh, here we go. What the fuck is he talking about?" Right? If you get in on a trade here, understand that you're only risking 80 pips, right? On US30, it's not too much. It's not too bad. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me see one thing real quick. It's like 40 minutes from you. That 6 drive is crazy. Oh, my stomach. I wanna know all your. I'll be right back, guys. Give me 1 minute. Alright, I'm back. Isn't there an engulfing, let's see, in the 5 minute? Where at? Not that I see. On the golden zone? Down here? Nah. You're looking for 1, 2, 3 engulfing. 1, 2 green engulfing. There is one, like I said, there's one here. Right? This is what it looks like. Right? You have a 1, 2 green engulfing. Let's zoom in. Right? You have red, red, then the third candle is that green engulfing. Right? And like I said, yeah, this is a zone that we had here, but it was already used before. Right? So because it was used before, this entry for me down here is not valid. Right? Because again, since it was already used, is not a strong support zone. Price could just continue to go down, right? I am looking for a type 1 pattern. Again, I'll give you the example again, the explanation, right? I am looking for this type of pattern to happen. I'm looking for price to go down, then give me that change of character down here to continue the push to the top side, right? But the fact that they gave us this pattern down here where this engulfing was already used, this could turn into a type 2 pattern, right? Which is just price consolidates, breaks, retests, continue to go down, right? So, and again, I'm just using this, and also I'm using it in confluence for US30, right? Ultimately, if USD CAD continues to push up, that's good. I'm expecting that to happen, right? Again, because it's all about the confluence, right? Understanding the confluence or the correlation between USD CAD and US30 is a big deal, right? Because if we're looking for US30 to go down, that means that we are looking for USD CAD to go up. So that would mean that this is the valid entry zone. But if US30 decides to not go down and it goes up, that means USD CAD is going to go down. And right now, again, we don't have any solid confirmations yet. We can't sit here and say, oh, US30 is going to go down, so we're in a good spot to buy USD CAD. And we can't say this. We can't say the vice versa with USD CAD. We can't say, oh, USD CAD's in a good spot for buys, let's go into sells on US30 as well, right? Because right now they're giving everybody what they want to see. They're giving sellers right now. They gave sellers the first confluence, which is just the retest of the 30-minute zone, right? And this is why what's my next step, right? My next step now is, are we going to get an engulfing candle? Are we going to get a change of character? Are we going to get a BOS retest? Right now it looks like price wants to give us a change of character. Boom, change of character is given. So right now we could say the first confluence of the day for US30 at 8 a.m. has been given, which is the change of character. Now, after the change of character, what do we want to see? We either want to see, again, we want to see an engulfing candle, an engulfing red candle, or we want to see that BOS retest. Right, so now I'm going to move this line here. I'm going to move this to change of character, and I'm going to change this to red, so we don't want to get confused here. Right, and what do we have here again? Here we have a 1 minute gap. So we know price has to come back up regardless to fill this gap up. Right, let's look at how now USD CAD is reacting to how price is going down on US30, USD CAD is going up. But again, now on USD CAD, what am I looking for? I'm looking for the same thing. I'm looking for I'm looking for a change of character. Number one, did we get a change of character? No. We're still trading between where? Lower low, lower high, and lower low. So the first thing I want to see on USD CAD, well, the first thing I would want to see CAD before I getting into a trade is either I want to see an engulfing candle or I want to see a change of character BOS retest. That's it. And we don't have a red green anywhere here yet, or a green red for that matter. So boom, perfect. What ended up happening? That the 1 minute gap that we had up here was filled. But now what? Now we gotta wait and see. We have a change of character, right? After the change of character, now what do we see? Right now we know, okay, we have a high that's being made, so we know that we're now trading between this 1 minute low, right, and this 1 minute high up here. So now we know if price breaks and gives us a retest of this zone, this is gonna be our entry to continue the push down. Or I want to see an engulfing candle, like I said, and that could be given. What I'm looking for is a green red. That could be given in the 5 minute. That could be given in the 15 minute. All right, we have a green red here. So this is actually pretty interesting. Okay, so it's definitely gonna happen either in the 5 or the 1. So now here at the 5 minute, we have this green red candle. The only bad thing with this one is how close it is to the zone. right? So look how it's trapping traders right now. So what am I looking for here? I'm looking for a clean break, right? So what do I mean by that is, did we get that engulfing candle? Yes, we got the engulfing candle here. But did we get a clean break of that zone for a retest of the engulfing? No. So that's what I'm looking for. And that's going to be in the 1 minute time frame. Right? In the 1 minute, I want to see a clean, if we don't get that engulfing candle first, right, which would be green, green, red. I want to see a nice break of that 30 of that gold zone and then a retest of the zones. Pretty much what it's doing right now is perfect. Let's give it a few seconds here. Let's see how price wants to react. We have 35 seconds for this candle to close. That green candle doesn't have a top wick, so even if this red candle does give us an engulfing, I wouldn't want to enter on this one, because again, this green candle doesn't have a top wick. But again, just look at how price is trapping traders right now. Just focus on that. What's good, Osagi? Is that how you pronounce your name? Good morning, man. Perfect. Welcome to the stream, my brother. For the people who's just joining in, make sure you guys join our Discord. We are giving away a $10,000 prop firm account. Giveaway will be held in the Discord on the 25th of Christmas, on the 25th of December on Christmas. Do you have a Telegram or just Discord? We do have a Telegram. It's just not as active as a Discord. But if you need the Telegram, if you don't have Discord and you have Telegram, I'll send you the link to the Telegram. But like I said, it's not as active as the Discord. We used to do everything on Telegram, but then we switched over to Discord. You know, it's more active, more interactive, and all that. It's a little bit easier to use as well. Trying to learn technical analysis, you're in the right spot, man. You're in the right spot for that. Yeah, technical analysis is super important, man. It's pretty much key, right? But it's also, technical analysis is nothing without understanding market structure, right? Because you could be really good, you know, with technical analysis, but then on days where you're not following market structure, that's gonna bite you, and that's gonna bite you. But definitely, technical analysis is key as well. It's a good tool to have. Green, perfect. So US30, we're still waiting, guys. Right? Again, the first aggressive entry was already given. So we're waiting for a little bit more of an easier, a little bit of an easier entry per se. And again, what I pretty much want to see, I want to see a nice clean break below the zone, and we still haven't gotten that. We're still trading. What I mean by clean is I want to see like a candle closure below the zone here. A candle closure below this red wick would be perfect for us. If we get that candle closure below and then we could get a nice retest of the zone, that'll be the entry. The second entry that we could get for this one. Jaw dropping, really shocking. So what's our first entry is here, guys. That's Bay. Right, and obviously stop loss is already at break even. Again, we have another 1 minute gap right here. Whatever comes, it becomes next. This little bow, I'm practically now front of 6. Oh man. 54 degrees right now. But again, if you guys have any other questions, any other pairs you guys want me to go over, anything like that, let me know. Anything you guys want me to explain again, anything you guys want me to break down, what are we looking at, just let me know and I'll give you guys the examples and everything again. It's no problem. And again, for those who are new here, make sure you guys join our Discord. We are giving away a $10,000 prop firm account for Christmas. Winner will be chosen on the 25th. All you gotta do is join our Discord channel. Grip, I remember. Welcome, I remember. PN, I remember. In the 1 minute time frame, we have higher high, higher low, higher high, change of character, lower low, lower high, right? And we're still trading between the high and the low. Chicken tenders. Boom, 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 boom. I remember. 5 minute time frame, we have a green green. Let's see if we could get a red engulfing. We'll probably get that red engulfing in the 1 minute time frame though. What do we have news coming in at 8:30, I believe? Yeah, 8:30 and then 9:30. Then 9:30 open as well, so let's see how price reacts, right? Right now we can see that price is just not wanting to go down. Right, we are leaving these 1 minute breaks, right? We did get a change of character, but price now went right back to the top side. Right, so let's take this out. Right, and let's restart. Again, the aggressive entries is after the the aggressive entries are with the change of character, right? Understanding that this is gonna happen with the change of character is all good. We just gotta wait for market structure to start aligning. So how do I learn market structure? YouTube, yeah. So you in the chat, I just dropped the Device Trading Academy's YouTube channel. That's where we do. Give me 1 second. We're getting a 1 minute. Again, let's go with 5 minute. We have a 5 minute red wick at the top, and now price is pushing down. It's perfect, right? It sweep traders to the top side, took everybody out, right? So then continue going down. So yeah, we do daily classes on Device Trading YouTube channel, Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. Where we pretty much go through the charts and we break it down, getting ready for our entries for the morning. And then on this channel, which is my personal channel, is where I do the live trading sessions, Monday through Friday in the mornings from 5 a.m. to 10:30 in the morning. But I've been sick for 2 weeks, so I haven't been able to really turn the stream on daily like I've been wanting to for the last couple days. But once I start feeling better, that'll be the daily trading sessions would be here on this channel every day in the mornings, and then we do the classes and the live sessions in the Vice Trading Academy YouTube channel every evening 7 p.m. Eastern time. So we're still trading between the high and the low, guys. This high was just tested. As you can see, it didn't break it. It was just a wick, right? So we know that we're still trading between the high and the low. We did have a green, red engulfing candle. Now, again, this red engulfing doesn't have a top wick. The green candle doesn't have a top wick. It is connected to a gap. Regardless, I'm still waiting for the clean red greens, right? I'm not gonna get induced into entering in these trades that I'm not comfortable in, that we know is not gonna work out if we get in too early. Vice City, yes sir. Yeah. So what we want to see on USD CAD is a red green, not a green red. And right now we're getting that red engulfing candle. 15-minute time frame, we have a red engulfing. That's it. And then the 1 minute, I believe we had an engulfing as well without a bottom wick, or without a top wick. We'll just have to wait and see what price wants to do. But Mohammed, you see what I was saying about USD CAD? Just not ready yet. Again, but it's just understanding the zones, right? And knowing which one are the real, engulfing candles and all that, how they really look. There you go. That's the move I wanted to see. I'm like, man, we got 30 seconds left. Give me the engulfing candle. Now let's see if we get it. I'm pretty sure we won't get it in the 5-minute time frame. It's too big of a candle to really even say that we're gonna get an engulfing. It's a 100 pip wick or candle, I guess you could say. Still waiting for news. Yeah, news is hitting at 8:30. So right now what we're looking for, we're just looking for the best entry, right? So we're looking for that engulfing candle. Once we get that engulfing candle retest, then we can get an entry. If we don't get an entry before 8:30, then we'll have to wait until after 8:30, right? So we're either gonna get an entry on the engulfing candle, or we're gonna get an entry after the BOS. In the 5-minute, we could see we had a green, red, but the red wasn't engulfing. So we reset on the 5-minute. We start looking at another time frame. Do we have a green, red anywhere else? No. Right, so we know that US30 is definitely going to give us an entry in the 1-minute or the 5-minute time frame. Oh, I forgot I had grapes here. Man, I feel so uncomfortable. I hate this shit, yo. You guys have no fucking clue, man. Like, yo, I wouldn't wish this against my worst enemy, yo. I'm gonna be dead ass honest with you guys. If you were to say, if somebody were to say here next to me and say, yo, whatever you have, I could cure you from that, but you gotta give this to somebody you fucking hate. You gotta transfer what you feeling to somebody else. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. This shit fucking sucks. Right, we have a green green. Looks like we're gonna get a green green red again in the 15-minute time frame on USD CAD. Again, 15 minutes really the only one. And looks like we're gonna go back down to that golden zone. What I was telling you earlier, right? Again, this little support zone that we have here isn't a strong support zone. So you can see how the market is just trapping traders. Right? You can see how the market is manipulating traders here. Like, hey man, this is gonna be our zone for price to go your way, man. And think about it, right? The entry that we have here, right? The aggressive entry. I was just looking at it now. I'm looking at my MT5. Like I'm only risking $60. Got 2 minutes. Again, price left us with a 1 minute gap right here. Let's see if price fills it in before this 30-second closure. Oh man. Not even risking 1% from that one trade from today. I'm risking a 0.5. Not even. Pussy making me tweak. Just like Virginia Beach. That's what I like about trading overnight Asia session. Is it instead of trading, like if you get a winning trade right during Asia session and then you start NYC and profits already, what I do is I risk my profits instead of risking my account balance. But I don't risk 100% of my profit. I only risk 1%, 10%, 1 to 10%. Depends on the trade, obviously. Depends on the pair. So this 1 minute gap was filled again. We have news coming in 30 seconds. We don't have any green, green, reds here. No engulfing candles. The only engulfing candle we had was this one. That price was still testing. So our confirmation for our next entry is going to be the BOS retest. We can see USD CAD went right back to the low, right back to the 4-hour low and 30-minute low. USD CAD melt, melt, melt. Guys, we draw out every single possibility here. Look how accurate we are. Right, and US30 is still playing around. So let's see, maybe this is just a fluctuation of news and we're just going down for both of these pairs. Could be a possibility. How's gold looking? I haven't even checked gold today. Still in the top of the same zone. Yeah. Damn. All right. So now you're saying, oh, look, this 1 minute candle went below the 1 minute zone. It did, right? But it didn't give us a nice, it didn't give us a BOS. Right? So the fact that it didn't give us a BOS, it just tested it, right? I'm not even gonna move this line, right? So because this is a 1 minute BOS, I'm not looking at just a wick to hit it to then go up. I'm looking for a whole candle closures below. So with that being said, I'm not even gonna mark this as a new high. I'm not gonna move anything. I'm gonna leave everything as it is, and we're still looking for the same thing. We're either looking for an engulfing candle or we're looking for that BOS retest. Right? USD CAD on the other hand, USD CAD not only did it already do STP, right? Like we were talking about, um, but it went back down to the low. So the only two pairs left for me for today to really keep an eye on is there's a few, right? Like let's take a look at AU. Did AU continue to move? It continued to go up. CHFJPY went up during last night. Euro CAD went back down, right? What we were saying, right? Euro CAD, we're looking for a second day high to be set, right? And we're still playing around in that zone. Euro USD, pretty much the same thing. We're looking for this pullback to happen. GJ and GU are pretty much off the list for today, so now you're gonna go back and looking at it. ZAR is the same thing as USD CAD and US30, where the correlation is different. The correlation between US30 and ZAR is different. So if 30 is going to continue to go down, I'd be expecting ZAR to go up. Regardless though, ZAR is a little bit different. We have our fib from here to here, and this should be a 50%, yeah, 50% retracement. So still have a few minutes left, guys. It's still that news kicked in just to trap traders. We'll take a look at US30 again now and look how that's continuing. Oil gave us a green engulfing candle, but that red candle doesn't have a top wick, so it's not valid. Regardless, I want to see oil go down. And gold, again, gold rejected the highs again, but still waiting game. Really, the only one that's really left for us today is US30. I'm gonna be completely honest. Oh, there you go. US30 gave a nice 1 minute break below. So let's see where we go. And we got a nice green, green, red too, right below the zone. Perfect, guys. Look at this. So, do I think we're gonna get a pullback? That's the question of the day. Right. So for us to get a clean second entry, right, we need to see a pullback into the zone. So let's look for that. I was in the club. I was in the cut. Yeah, in my cut. And then my cut. And late game assist on for the ops. I'ma hit them up. Like damn. All right. Got the entry, guys. Let's see. I want to see price kind of slow down here. What I like about this is that there is no. We're gonna put this stop loss over here at 20 pips. We're gonna do a standard lot today on US30. Right? I could put it above here at 15. Right? But we're gonna do a standard 20 pip stop loss on US30. It's not too bad. Let's take a look. So now we gotta wait for 9 and 9:30, guys. Right, US30 now. Right, we got a nice candle closure below, and then the candle afterwards, which was this green candle, closed below the zone without testing, and it did close right on the wick. So it wasn't a strong close, but it's not too bad. All right, let's keep track of this. Let's see how this goes, how this looks. I ain't going back and switching shells. I ain't going back and forth spin. Could've caught a bitch in the bins. This one, no scope. I see he be on his dork shit. Oh my stomach. It's truly the worst feeling in the world, man. How do you make it sound like I'm still hung up on you? Damn, I didn't even notice in the 30-minute time frame at one point this this red candle wasn't engulfing. Oh no, was it? No, I don't think it was. It might have been. Is that a wick? Maybe. Might be a wick. Yeah, it was a wick. So let's see. That man, he's still with you. You can't leave. Y'all go on vacation. I bet his auntie. Hey, Shadow. Come here. Oh, no, that's Tiger. Hi, Tiger. Come here. Damn, Tiger, that's green out of you. Come here, bruh. Come here. Hi, mama. How can you keep it a buck if you ain't got no bucks? How can you keep it 100 if you ain't got hundreds around cause you stuck in them up? Actually, let's move this. Should I put both entries? I'll put both entries. So we have number 1 entry up here, and then entry number 2 over here. So she can go shopping for free. Shit more than me. Where'd you put your stop? At the top of the zone. So 30-minute zone. It's just at the top of a 30-minute high. Feeling shit too. Didn't eat anything yet, and it's 4 p.m. Oh yeah, that's not good, man. You should definitely get something to eat, bro. Get like a salad bowl. Get like a fruit bowl. Something, man. That's what I do throughout the day. Like, you know, if I get hungry, if I feel like I'm hungry, I'm like, and I know I can't eat anything. For example, these last 2 weeks, like, I'll just cut up some fruit. Like, I'll eat some grapes. I'll eat some strawberries. I'll eat some pineapples. But then, you know, when I eat my food, like I said, I've been eating like white rice. Like, for example, I've been eating white rice, yuca, plantains, and a salad. pretty much. Just lettuce, tomatoes, celery, carrots, zucchini in that bitch. It's not bad. It's not bad food, man. It's not bad. Gives you the energy you need throughout the day. I like it when you like it, my man. Alright, so let's do our TP for the day. So 188 is STP. Did we do STP already? We have not. So 188 is very far down. 188 down here. Okay, so shoot him mode. Turning this bitch like a fever, bro. Here at the low, if they gave us this engulfing green candle, I'm getting out. Did it give us an red, red, green? It missed it, or it closed right on it. Closed right on it. Got lucky there. Again, just trapping traders, right? It gave us a better BOS retest, right? It gave us a BOS test. This red candle went low, closed below, and it closed below the wicks of the red candle that gave us a test. Didn't close below the green, but it did close below the red. Came back up and retested it, then to go back down. And right now I'm gonna use the stop loss for this one. I'm gonna move it to 14 pips instead of 20. And we're chilling now. It's a waiting game. Yeah, yep, still in, still in. Everybody steppers with fucker than everybody preference, and I'm about to clear up my plate. Look at USD CAD real quick. USD CAD is still melting, bro. Still going down. And again, usually US30 and USD CAD are different. So I think I'm gonna cut my losses here. I just don't like. Break this down one more time from the top to the bottom. Right, the entry that I closed is the one from the top. And move stop loss closer to this one. So again, we're at the top of the 30-minute zone. Again, does price have to go down from here? No, absolutely not. Right? We've seen it. I mean, we've seen it all week. Where we've been seeing it for the last 2 weeks on US30. That price has just been going up, 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 and up, and up, and up. Right? At this point, what we're trying to do is just trying to catch the tippity top of it to go for shorts. Right? Well, there's nothing wrong with that. but we could see how price is reacting, right? What I don't like about this is the fact that we know that USD CAD and US30, the correlation are different. So if USD CAD is going down, usually would mean US30 is going to go up, and vice versa. If US30 is going to go down, that means USD CAD is going up. But the fact that right now they're both kind of just playing around that news is the only thing that's really just keeping this entry from being, you know, the best entry possible. Still waiting. Again, gave us another 1 minute gap here that we know price is gonna have to come back down to and fill. So let's start marking this way as well, so we're not confused. So we had this break, which gave us this high and this low. So we know that we're trading between this high and this low. We also know that we're trading between the last green candle before the push down. We'll change this color. We'll put this to another color now. We'll put this to blue. Give me 1 second, guys. Alright, so what I had marked here is just simply our 1 minute zones, right? We have our 1 minute high and our 1 minute low, right? Notice how our 1 minute low, right? We tapped into our 1 minute low and started drifting away from it, right? Internally, we had lower low, lower high, lower low. Higher high gave us a change of character in the internal structure of the 1 minute time frame, right? So again, does that tell us price is going to turn around? No. It's just telling us, hey, price is just not ready to move right now, right? Remember what we saw up here too in the 5 minute time frame, right? We do have a green, green, red engulfing, right? This green, green, red engulfing, right? We're looking for a cleaner break than what we had here, right? And we did. Price went down, closed below, and now we're getting the retest back of that zone. So again, price right now could just be inducing every type of trader right now. Traders who are going short, traders who are going long. But right now, what's the ultimate position for this? Right now, there's no telling what price wants to do, right? At one point, we had a red engulfing candle, right, in the 30-minute time frame, and then price went right back up to the top side. So price completely just flipped from one 30-minute to the next at this point. So the stop loss, right? Let's talk about the stop loss. Stop loss, I'm no longer putting it up here for this trade, right? The trade that I had up here, I already cashed out of it, right? The trade that we had here, which was the second trade with the BOS retest, right? The stop loss from 20 pips, I'm moving it down to 14, right? Not that big of a difference, but I'm not gonna risk 20 pips for no reason, right? Regardless, we still have a 1 minute gap here, we still have a 1 minute gap here, and we still have these 1 minute gaps down here at the bottom of the zones. So let's see how price reacts. If you already see if price goes above this BOS and it gives us another change of character where price just completely flipped and turned around, then again, we understand why this happened. 30-minute zones is what I was saying, right? Very aggressive trades trading from the top to the bottom, right? Understanding trading here at the bottom at the lows, right? None of these trades going short would have worked out. Right here at the top, we just got to be patient, right? We got to see how price is reacting. Again, price did it once to us. It went up, cleared everybody out, faked everybody out, and then continued to go down. And then in at the same time that it swept everybody out in a higher time frame, it gave us an engulfing candle at the same time, right? So 30 minutes before NYC open, right? We know that price is gonna want to fake everybody out before the real move happens. So we just gotta hold and see what price ultimately, again, what price wants to do. Does price want to just give us another change of character in the external structure as well, and then give us a BOS to continue to push to the top side, or is it going to give us that internal? Is it going to hold the internal change of character BOS? Right, which in this case right now we are still holding that internal BOS. So let's give it a few minutes and see what price does. All right, worst case scenario, this will be a trade that we lose on stream. Been a minute that I haven't lost on stream, but I don't think this is going to be a loser trade today. I think news is what's really moving a lot of these pairs at this point is just trying to trap traders. Now again, could price continue to go up for US30? Absolutely. Could we be wrong? Could I see this? Could I be seeing this wrong? And could price continue to trend up? It could, right? Absolutely, it could. The fact that the 1 minute engulfing candle was disrespected as well. You know what I mean? So I think this is it for me today. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Like I said, US30 is pretty much the last trade for the day that's left. You know, everything else would pretty much be for tomorrow. You know, it's still 9:30, right? Still have a lot of time left. We still have a lot of movement that could develop for US30. Again, it's just a waiting game. Um, but yeah, today was already a good day, right? Fucking 230 pips on GJ. So everything else for today is pretty much just adding to the bag, right? Adding to the profits. Like I said, right? I the one trade that I had up here, I closed early, just 6 pips in profit. The other one wasn't drawdown for a little bit, and then now we're back in profit. So, and then obviously the risk that we're risking today is just from the profits from last night's trade. So for me, there's really no risk today. That's why I'm still here. That's why I was like, fuck it, I'll take this trade and we'll see how it develops. But it isn't a good spot, and it still isn't a good spot, right? It's just about waiting for the right time, waiting for the perfect entry, right? So we're still good for this one. We still gotta give it a few seconds. All right. So here in the 5 minute, we have a green, green, red. Right. So let's switch this back to take this one off. Let's keep this one. Green, green, red engulfing. Let's go back to the 1 minute time frame. Right, the 1 minute time frame again, we understood that we're trading between the BOS high and the BOS low. We finally got a BOS low to break. Right, so now we know that we're trading between this high up here and whatever low is set. Right, and we know that this gap is filled now. We know this gap is filled. This gap is filled. Right, and we still have all this down here to fill. Right, and up here everything has been filled as well. So what I'm looking for now is just a simple retest of the zone to get another entry to continue the push down. We have green, green, red, right? This red didn't engulf in the 30-minute time frame. Do you have my phone? Can I get it back? I gotta call a doctor. Hold on, guys. US30 might have. Oh, my bad, guys. US30 might have an opportunity, but pairs are done. Yup, maybe later. You there? Yeah, I'm here now. My bad, man. I just got back. Fucking duty calls, man. Duty calls. So still good. Still no 5 minute retest. So, no, we don't really have another opportunity to enter here for us right now. We only have one entry. This other 5 minute entry, I gotta wait and see if price wants to give us a pullback, which at this point I don't really think we'll get one. So we'll just keep looking for another engulfing candle. And again, at this point in the 5 minute and the 1 minute, we don't have another one. So still waiting to see what price wants to do. Grab a visa, bring it to a visa, introduce it over to Kiva. So guys, right now we are up a few pips for the day. Botella de champaña y olor de colche, me puse bellaco cuando le escuché decirme papi adentro la ponche. Didn't take the US30, no for me. Didn't take it, US30 is a no for me. It's all good. think I'm about to spill out to pillow talking. Alright, so right now we see how price in the 1 minute time frame is giving us this pretty strong green candle. I want to take a look and see, do we have anything down here that's gonna provoke, right? Because the only thing we could see here is like, why would price stop here? It was just the break of the high of the day, right? This is a simple just higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, right? And this is a simple just retest of that, right? So again, can price continue to go down? Yes. Can price turn around here? Absolutely, right? We filled up all the gaps that we needed to fill up that we knew price was going to go and reach to, and now we have an engulfing. Like you see how these green candles, and we have the 800 EMA as well. So with that being said, right? But then we don't want to forget, we do have a 5 minute engulfing candle, right? At this point, is it a strong confirmation that price is going to continue to trend down? Again, no. So it's just the waiting game. Right? At this point, if price goes back to the top side, let me take this off. I don't like having too many things on my screen. Right? At this point, we have lower low, lower high, lower low, Waiting to see what price wants to do here. Alright, guys, I'm getting to the point where I'm hurting, bro. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the stream off. I'll let you guys know how this trade goes out in the Discord. If it continues to go down, perfect. If not, right stops are at are in profit. So you gotta go take a nap, man. Yeah, peace. Alright, man, no problem. I'll hit you guys up in the Discord. I appreciate y'all for being here today.